Black Friday 2022 is here, and we're here to maybe make your life a little easier with this roundup of good deals for some of our favorite gaming stuff. Now, keep in mind, most of these deals are focused solely on North America and is a mix of different retailers. We're sponsored by none of them, but clicking some links does help out the channel. Now, deals are subject to change here, and stuff is generally going to be changing quite a bit from now, Black Friday, through to Cyber Monday and maybe even further. So we'll link what we can in the description below and try and keep it updated. But hey, let's kick it off. First, let's talk controllers. If you've gotten your hands on a PS5, the DualSense controller does finally this year seem to have a bit of a discount if you're looking for an extra one. As you probably know, the standard price of this controller is higher than your average one, so any money saved will help. In the US, at major retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, the DualSense has dropped from about $70 down to $50. Don't know how long that'll last, but on the Xbox Series X and S side right now, those standard controllers are available pretty much everywhere right now for $40 as opposed to the usual $60. Also, worth noting, a little smaller, Newegg is also dropping a couple of bucks off of the top of the newer Elite Series 2 core controller in white. And just worth pointing out, a couple of Logitech racing wheels. I know they're not technically controllers, but you control a game with them, I guess. There are some decent ones that are $100 off at Best Buy, so now might be time to finally pull the trigger on one of these. We have the G920 and the G29. And on the controller side for Nintendo, we haven't seen much worthwhile, but keep an eye on Target because they are doing some accessories discounts, so something might pop up. Now, let's talk games. Most retailers are running deals on games for every platform, and there is a lot. It might be time to stock up now. So we're going to mention the very best deals and some significant games, and if a game is sold out, chances are another retailer will be offering it for a very similar price. Let's start off more with the platform exclusive type games, starting with Nintendo, the company notorious for not discounting their games too much, so get in on this. Amazon has a ton of Switch games on sale, but the awesome Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury is about $40. Mario Party Superstars is 50% off, as is WarioWare Get It Together. Walmart specifically seems to have some good discounts too, like Breath of the Wild for $30, the new Sonic Frontiers for $30, the very good Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes at $35. It's a hell of a lot of game for that price, and just a bunch more. So just head to their pages, we'll link all of that, like I said. On the PlayStation side, Sony themselves are offering some pretty good deals, like the new Last of Us Part 1 remake for $50, Horizon Forbidden West PlayStation 5 for $40, Ratchet & Clank for $30, Miles Morales at a whopping 60% off, and the pretty recent Gran Turismo 7 for $40. And on the Xbox side, for games they published, we've got some pretty good discounts for As Dusk Falls for $15, Halo Infinite, if you never jumped into that full game with the campaign, is going for like $20 everywhere, and hookups on Sea of Thieves and Grounded too. But let's move on to more multi-platform games. If you're looking to get a lot of bang for your buck, some games you may not have noticed, or even some indies, Humble Bundle is actually running Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals on their store as well. Some pretty aggressive discounts all around, as they have a Black Friday sale, an autumn sale that runs a few days longer into December, and a discount on their membership. And then Amazon has the new Plague Tale Requiem for $40, and the new Saints Row, if you're interested in that, for $35. Sonic was discounted the most on Switch, like I mentioned, but it's still got steep price drops on the other consoles at all the stores. Gotham Knights we've seen for $35 to $40 as well. Oh, and a big thing to note at this point, Elden Ring is $35 at Walmart for all platforms, so you're welcome. Now on over to next generation hardware stuff. This category is going to be pretty short. On the graphics card side, nothing crazy on the newest stuff, but say if you're looking for a previous year Radeon or an RTX 30 series card, there are a few discounts, looking like a range of $20 off to $50 off on Newegg and Amazon, but you're still going to be paying quite a bit. PlayStation 5s are finally getting a little easier to get your hands on, at least, so if you miss one and you're shopping, keep trying and checking every day at retail sites, but your best bet right now still seems to be Sony's official site. In terms of discounts on either end, nothing too exciting for PlayStation and Xbox, maybe a few bucks off the occasional bundle, but The one thing is that it is worth noting the Xbox Series S, the Xbox Series X's non-4K little brother, is on sale for $250, and we've also seen it for $240 at Amazon. If you want entry-level next gen or something to play Game Pass on or a couple Xbox games, that's the cheapest it has been. That's pretty significant, so maybe consider that. Now, moving on over to TVs, this is always a tricky one because regardless of sales, TVs are all over the place. I mean, everybody has a completely different budget they're working with. Some people are down to spend a lot on TVs, like aggressively. Other people don't. They want the cheapest TV. Everybody needs a different size, it goes on and on. So we're just gonna give you a couple of deals we found. But more importantly, some advice first. Don't be fooled by like a cheap TV that ends up having zero features. Like you'll see the doorbuster price on some TV and you think you're getting a steal. Make sure you look into it because they will give you a cheap TV that has practically no features. Just take a couple minutes to do your research. Don't get like clickbaited or anything. Prioritize finding a TV with HDR and then go up from there. After that, pay attention to how many ports it has and refresh rates. If you can spring for one with good features and 120 hertz, hit it. That's important, and it does make a difference, but just do your research. There's a lot of good TV YouTubers out there. Now, on the higher end, if you want to spend, the LG OLED G2 is down on Amazon 27% off. I mean, it's still $2,200, but if you were holding off and you do have money to burn, there you go. Sony's OLEDs are also getting some discounts. The insanely big 77-inch OLED Bravia is $500 cheaper, but on the more reasonable end, the good quality 55-inch Bravia XR is 13% off at around $1,300, and it's a good TV. Samsung is all about the QLED, as you know, and there's a 65-inch that is like the headline on Amazon.com for 40% off. But it's worth pointing out, the 55-inch also is dropped by about $150. Straight up though, it seems like this year, Amazon is just pretty good for TVs. More reasonably priced normal ones from all the major brands, under $1,000, pretty commonly have deals floating around from $100 to $200 off and a bit more, so we will link a big list of TVs. And jumping over from TVs, we gotta talk about monitors for you PC gamers. First, we have the ASUS TUF VG247QR1A for $130. This is a 24-inch 1080p IPS 165Hz FreeSync monitor. This is actually down 43% from how much it was last month, and it's got some good features. We've also linked an AOC 27-inch VA monitor. It's 1080p 240Hz with AMD FreeSync, and that's 17% cheaper. But if you're looking for that golden middle ground, we can definitely recommend the MSI Optix. That has a pretty good price on Amazon right now. This is a 1440p IPS display at 165Hz. There's also a VA panel version if you want to save 20 bucks, but it's only 20 bucks. Stick with this one. And if we start ramping things up, getting a little crazier, the Samsung Odyssey Neo G7 4K monitor is $800. This is a 32-inch 4K IPS 165Hz with a bunch of features. This is probably one of the best 4K monitors for work or gaming. Apparently it works great with the new RX cards. It has some of the best HDR implementations. But if you're more of an LG person, maybe looking for something a little bit bigger, for 900 bucks at Best Buy, you can get the LG C2 OLED Evo. This thing has G-Sync and FreeSync, so you have tons of options. And again, 42 inches is big for a monitor, but it is the smallest OLED TV technically, and still fits on most regular sized desks. And if you're looking for something smaller, even maybe travel size, we linked two as well in the description that are directly from Amazon, easy to pick up and use, have a decent amount of features, and don't break the bank. And last but certainly not least, headsets. Gaming headsets. Everybody wants one, and there's some good stuff out there this year. First, on Amazon, we have the Razer Kraken Ultimate Gaming Headset. This is the one with RGB. This has gotten a pretty big price drop. It was $130, and as of right now, at the time of this video, it's $60. It's a solid, dependable headset that a lot of people use. And if you're a PlayStation gamer, the PlayStation Pulse 3D wireless headset, that cool PS5 one, that was $100. That is now down to $70. And if we're talking sweet third-party brands, we gotta mention the SteelSeries Arctis 3. This thing has dropped by 50%. You can get this thing for $35, and it's good stuff. The SteelSeries brand, specifically for mice and for headphones for us, really, have stuck around for a while for a reason. And if you're looking to get something a little bit beefier, you can get the Pro version with more features and stuff, and that's almost 40% off at Amazon. A good quality, good featured Pro headset for 110 bucks, not bad. It's also worth worth noting, we're going to link Best Buy here because they have a bunch of headset deals for lower end headsets, mid-tier headsets, and a couple of high-end headsets. Too many to rattle off now, but they have a pretty big amount on sale, so that'll be linked down there. But those were just some fun things we wanted to link and share for Black Friday. Some stuff we've seen online floating around that seems like some good deals, just genuine, good, useful stuff. The biggest thing about doing these videos, honestly, is the community. It's you guys. So if you got some cool deals, definitely let other people know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. If this helped you out at all you gotta do is click the like button. Now, if you're new, consider subscribing, maybe hitting that notification bell because we put out videos every single day. But as always, happy deal hunting. We'll see you guys next time.